Hi, I'm Toby from Handpan Drums. In today's video we'll look at the history of the mighty handpan. So what we've got here is a very modern instrument that uses ancient drumming styles and technology that has been around for a long time. We must credit Felix Rohner and Sabine Scherer from PANArt, who invented the original hang drum back in the year 2000 in Switzerland, with the help of some physicists who assisted with the acoustic vibration and resonance. Apparently, they had both been playing Caribbean steel pans, and at some point Felix was inspired to play the convex side rather than the concave side. After much experimentation, he conceived of the now famous Vesica Pisces shape that allows the entire drum to resonate at various harmonic frequencies. After many years of producing different tunings and scales, PANArt selected on an 8-note handpan layout, and since 2008, the PANArt hang has had the now famous integral D minor tuning. To begin with, it was very difficult and expensive to get an original hang drum due to the time it takes to make and the waiting list. Even today, a second-hand PANArt hang will cost you the price of a small car. However, in the last 20 years, more craftsmen have been able to replicate the skills required to make a beautiful sounding handpan. These craftsmen come from metalworking and music instrument making backgrounds. Here at Handpan Drums, we source our products from the traditional makers of Javanese and Balinese metal gamelans. Now, before I carry on, I'll give you a quick warning about poor quality handpans that are available online. Unfortunately, these are factory-made pieces of metal from China that are pressed from a machine that creates car panels. They may look good, but are generally not heat-tempered or hand-tuned, and as such have very poor quality sound. And worse, they'll go out of tune as they age. If someone is selling a handpan with a pair of beaters or sticks, you know they probably have no idea about quality or sound. And these are sold without any information about scales or tuning, so you can't even complain when you get an out-of-tune disc of metal. You can spot an inferior quality made handpan by the crisp lines around the playing area and perfectly smooth metal finish. A quality handpan should have evidence of where it's been beaten by hand to get the perfect resonant tuning. Back to the history lesson. So gradually the number of handpans increased and became popular, helped by musicians like Hang Massive, who started out busking on the streets of Brighton and now have sell-out concerts. The concept of tuning and scales is complex, especially if you're from a drumming background, and unlike other musical instruments, you're stuck with a limited number of notes on the drum. But over the years, the handpan community has experimented and come up with modified scales that give a range of playing options. Check out our website for information about scales. We've put it all on one page and created an interactive web app where you can play and hear 22 different types of tunings. So finally, let's look at the number of notes on a handpan. The first hang drums from PANArt had a varying number of notes, but they finally settled on just 8. This seems to be a good balance between playability, sound quality and manufacture. 9 notes gives more scope for expression, however it requires more skill to play. More than 9 notes and the sound quality tends to suffer due to the complexity of the overall harmonics. In 2021, there were continuing legal disputes between the original PANArt creators and some other handpan makers as PANArt exerted its copyright claims over the hang drum. However this turns out, we must still acknowledge PANArt with the creativity and insight and our respect at giving the world such an awesome instrument. So there we have it, a short history into this modern and magical sounding instrument. For more information, check out our website and YouTube channel, and remember, stay tuned.